Let's have a look at your pattern. You need some sellotape and a scissor and of course your trusty tape measure to measure out your scale. That needs to be exactly 5 centimeters or 1 inch for everyone living in the US or loving the inches system. So if that's okay, then you grab yourself the last page, which always gives you the assembly plan, and the assembly plan tells you exactly how to put things together. Everything is arranged in alphabetical order, so if you need 2 pieces to make the complete pattern piece, then it's A and B, for example. And because not all the pieces fit on one piece of paper, they have attachment lines, so you must make sure that you put the pattern together and don't start cutting out little bits like this. The front has always a white flower, the back has always a pink flower, so let's cut this out. Let's just put together the front as an example. It has pieces A and B. All I have to do is place B over the attachment line and sellotape it together. The front here has got a white flower on it and it's cut on the fold. And we need that in the lining and the upper fabric. The back is also cut on the fold, but we only need it once. Now I will do the same with the rest of the pieces, and then we're going to have a look now at what this actually all is. So the front insert is simply placed over the front and it comes in one piece. You only need to cut it once. And we have 2 lines here, the solid line and the dashed line. And the solid line is for the sweetheart neckline. You can do that with the insert or without the insert, both is possible. And then you also have the dashed line if you wanted to go straight across, like in some of my samples that I've made. So you have a choice of that as well. Then we have got the shoulder strap, which is just going to be inserted between the front and the front lining, and it goes with a lovely flutter sleeve. Now the flutter sleeve has a front and a back because the shoulder point is significantly towards the front than the back, because of course there is less distance there because we're starting the flutter sleeve relatively high up towards the shoulder. So make sure that you actually mark the front. The other thing to mark is that the front is wider. A little bit of your lace or your flutter sleeve or whatever you attach to it can be seen and will be inserted also into the front piece. If you want to bind this, then reduce this area here, just this little area a little bit, so that you don't have too much volume that you need to insert in the front. Otherwise it's going to be a little bit too wide, so please bear that in mind. It's easy to see how much it should be if I overlap here my seam allowances. This is about the width it should be. It shouldn't be wider than that. So if you have it wider, just pleat your flutter sleeve in a little bit so that when you attach it, it comes to that. And also the front part of your shoulder strap is on a slant a slight bit. It's not on this pattern piece you see here, but I did that afterwards because it just sits better. So you have a slant and it's really, really easy to see which one is the front and which one is the back. The back is cut on the fold and then it's just lengthways folded in half and inserted between the front lining and the front shell fabric. And because of that, of course, it's 1 centimeter shorter than the front. And you cut that just once, and the front is cut on the fold, once in lining, once in shell. And now we are ready to cut out our fabric.